At the beginning of the season, we asked what you want more of, and at the top of your list was time. Time to do more of what matters most to you. More time to create and have fun and relax, but most of all, you want more time together with your family. So all this week, we're sharing strategies. Today in particular, mom-tested time savers so you can spend more of that quality time with your fam. Studio 5 parenting contributor Heather Johnson is joining me with a list of family time savers that she uses in her home. We know that time is a huge priority in families, or that it should be. Do you think many moms just feel like they don't have enough of it in general to make that those quality moments happen?
Well, absolutely. And you know, it's hard because we want to do so many good things. Like there's just so much good. And so it's not because we're not being diligent or we're not trying. It really is sometimes that there's so many opportunities. It's like, I don't know how to cut back here to put time where I need to put it. And so before we even get into what might save your family time, you really have to decide what you're going to do with the time. Why do you want it? Why do you want more time with your family? Because once you have it, you have to be very intentional with how you spend it, right? We all get caught up in that, oh great, we have a Saturday free, and then we realize that we squandered it because we were doing things that weren't in line with our goals.
So you've got to be intentional.
We got to be very intentional. We got to know why we're doing it. And so we can start right at home with the activities and our calendars and what that looks like, right?
Your first strategy to save time is by combining activities.
Combining activities. And I know that this can get hard, but at the same time, we actually have more flexibility than we think.
Like what? Like how?
Well, so much of the time we spend is in the getting ready, getting in the car, driving to, driving home, unloading, in all of those things. And so if you can look at situations with your kids and pack as much in one day as you can, it means you've prepared and loaded one time. You've known you're going to spend all of Tuesday running, going, all these places, and then you're going to come home, which means Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you have much more time to orchestrate the way you want, right? Because when we're gone for an hour here, an hour, 20 minutes there, it breaks up opportunities for our family to spend that time together. Now I get it, sometimes it's not possible. Somebody's gonna have practice on Wednesday and everybody else is on Tuesday. But we do have choices. So look at those choices and see if you can go out once and then come home.
You depend heavily in the Johnson home, I know, and you've shared with me before, on a family calendar.
A family calendar that everyone can see all the time, right? And this is a beautiful thing. One, it takes a lot of pressure off of me because I've got an entire army, which we're a team in the first place, that's always looking at the same calendar and helping to plan ahead. They're looking and our son is saying, hey mom, I've got water polo on Friday, so I need this washed today, and it's Monday. And I'm going, oh, thank you so much for that reminder, because when it comes on Thursday night, I'm behind.
Yep.
And so to have that teamwork that comes when everyone can see what's going on and everyone can be on the same page, it starts to save your family time.
Any tips for making that family command zone run a little more efficiently?
Do it however it works for you. You know, we have so many great suggestions for something like that. Really, the only suggestion that I have is always make sure you try to get everything on there, right? So that things aren't left by the wayside, or so you're not managing things alone and everyone else is managing other things. Put it all there, let everybody work together.
And if that family calendar is filled to the brim,
if you have no more space,
scribbles in every corner, you say it may be time to say no.
Say no. Now here's the thing about saying no. We don't say no usually because we feel guilty, coupled with the fact that it's uncomfortable to say no. So here's your choice. We can take 5 seconds and be uncomfortable and tell someone it doesn't fit our schedule this week, we're sorry, right? Or not even we're sorry. I wish I could, I can't, it doesn't fit my schedule this week. Or we can feel resentment for 2 weeks leading up to the 4, batches of cookies we promised we'd make.
That's so true.
So it's simply just take the minute, look at your goals again, and be willing to be uncomfortable for just a few seconds and save yourself that resentment by saying no.
You say as we're looking to find more minutes, more pockets of time, you want to always be sure, though, to honor bedtime.
Honor bedtime. So this is a huge one, not just in our house, but I know I don't just practice it, I preach this a ton. We can either, again, take 20 minutes and have patience and love and kindness and get our kids in bed. Or we can spend all night, like 3 hours, juggling, trying to get them in, putting it off, not feeling like it, not wanting to do it, having kids get out and interrupt whatever time we are trying to spend. Usually for moms, the end of the day like that, when kids are asleep, we're either spending it with a spouse or we're spending it taking care of things we don't want to do when our kids are awake, like laundry or cleaning certain things. And so take the 20 minutes, be diligent, love all 20 minutes of it, and honor a bedtime so you can have all night full of time that you can choose.
It's investing at the front end so
Absolutely.
you can appreciate the back end. You have some tidying up time savers that I think moms will really appreciate that will leave room for family
Sure.
fun, more room. You want to post pictures of a clean room.
Yes, so we spend a lot of time, and our kids do too, trying to figure out and put things where they go, right? And so instead of your kids wondering and asking, Mom, where does this go? Mom, I don't know. Mom, right, we've heard this. Make the room just how you want it to look and take pictures of it, and then post those pictures.
I like this
And
idea.
now no kids are running around saying, where does it go? What do I do? They just look, okay, these are my pink shoes. Well, where do they go? Well, I want my closet to look like this.
It's a map.
It's a map, and it's a matching game. And one, it's super fun, and two, it saves a lot of time for everyone because they know where things go, so they can just put it there. Their goal is then to have the space look just like the picture.
I like that. It becomes a challenge. How can I make
Absolutely.
this room look like this
just
picture?
like that, right?
This one surprised me. You stashed an old credit card in the kitchen. How does that save time?
Yes, because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen cleaning stuff off that's stuck a little bit, right? Like I'm thinking this morning, like our counters are stuck with, usually it's Fruity Pebbles. Our kids love Fruity Pebbles. And so if I don't get it right away, then our 2-year-old's Fruity Pebbles are stuck there.
Yeah.
And so
They're
I
in
keep
memoriam sealed to your counter.
It's exactly right. Or something that spills in the sink or on the edge or something on the stove, but a credit card won't scratch your surfaces. And instead of me having to, haul like my scrub brush and drip a lot, if you just keep that credit card, you can just scrape those things off so fast.
I really like that idea.
It's silly, but I'm telling you, we all have them laying around. Just keep one and just use it to get everything off that you need
All right,
off.
this next one you call, I understand, the most life-changing tip, perhaps, of your life.
Ever, yes.
Wash socks in a bag.
Yes, and I have to give credit actually to my brothers who taught me this 20 years ago. They were collegiate athletes. But I take all of our socks and I have a mesh bag with a zipper, and all the socks go in the mesh bag together. The mesh bag goes straight into the washer. Everything's washed. I don't have to pull socks out of sleeves or out of pants or randomly tucked anywhere. When they're done being washed, the mesh bag goes right into the dryer, all the socks dry together, and I have this really great, I don't lose anything.
Hold on, let's
And
just
there
have a
we go.
moment. Yes!
And out they come.
Yes!
It is amazing.
So your washing machine doesn't eat socks at your
It does
house.
not eat socks, as long as they're in a mesh bag. You can get a mesh bag anywhere. Invest on the front end, spend more than like your $450, and get a good one so it holds up. Make sure it has a zipper, but it's an amazing thing. All the socks go in the bag, and you don't take them out when you dry. Just go from one machine to the other, and then right to sort.
Let's just stay in the laundry room for a minute. You even go as far as to double up on laundry.
I do, and I don't know if I'm willing to admit this out loud, but I will. I wash in cold water, and I wash my lights and darks together.
What?
I know, I know.
And your clothes are still clean.
And they're still clean. And I should preface, my mom taught me how to sort just fine. But I do, and I've realized that one reason this saves me a lot of time is I wash by child. And I don't have to do, a little load of white and a little load of dark for the same person. I can put them together, which means when I'm done, I'm not sorting 2-year-old things from 16-year-old things from my things. It's just, here's our sons, lights and darks together in cold water.
Yes.
The soap works the same.
Yes.
Everything works the same. And then I walk into just his, things are right there together. So admitting it out loud, it is very true, but I don't.
You know what I can feel? I can feel the warmth of people smiling at the TV screen, and I can feel the motion of people nodding as you were talking.
I'm waiting for the emails to flow in, like that I'm breaking every commandment of motherhood. But try it. I have tested it for a long time, and I have yet to have a problem.
I love this. This is a great conversation. This is only the beginning. We're going to post this topic on Facebook and invite you to share your mom-tested strategies for saving time on the ground. This was great. I loved this. Thank you, Heather.